Morning, guys. It's Monday, March 23rd, 7:40, and we're starting a new phase of training today. I'm gonna detail what the game plan is on the drive over and train, and then house stuff to do today. We're gonna be packing up some more stuff, staying on top of that so that doesn't end up being a last minute thing. We're gonna cook some food, and then we're gonna go at it. So we've got our debris. It's not a Monday morning without this, but I had to record this because I saw this guy last week. Look at this roly-poly. This is the biggest roly-poly I have ever seen. That's my finger for reference. Normally they're just little guys, right? Look at that dude. That's insane. So I'm gonna transport him out and then vacuum up. I'm honestly gonna miss Monday mornings where I have to vacuum when we move. I'll be like, where's the dirt? Where's the debris to vacuum up?
Mindset used to kind of chase.
Good morning, guys. I'm at the gym and I wanted to kind of talk about something that's been on my mind for a while, but has come to fruition in terms of needing to confront this topic. Essentially, the idea that with this big move comes changes in terms of career, right? That's not to say that I don't absolutely love personal training or that I don't want to own my own facility or training studio again in Tennessee. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because the whole purpose behind this channel, it's supposed to be an opportunity for me to relate with people and to, put my life out there so that people can see what it's like from my perspective. And if that helps somebody get through challenging times, makes people feel like they are in the good times together with someone, then awesome. But the topic of career change has been kind of looming as of recent, and I figured I got a 5-minute warm-up. We could talk about that for under 5 minutes. I think I told my wife I'm not scared to work hard. I'm not a stranger to that. I'm one of those people who has had, trauma in their life a good bit. I think that's made it so that I either don't process emotion on a situation until close proximity, like it's going to happen now, be ready, or I will experience whatever emotion I'm going to experience afterwards. So in this case, we're 5 months out, less than 5 now. I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm starting to feel some anxiety, nervousness, which I know is totally normal because it's a massive change. We're leaving an area we've lived for 27 years and it's scary. But another part of me feels like this is that leap. But in like movies where you see, like in Looney Tunes, you see the Roadrunner leaps and is running, and like there's like a cloud of dust, and then he realizes he's off the edge of the cliff and just plummets. That's like what my anxiety feels like is going to happen. But then there's a bigger part of me, and it's got to be bigger because it's motivating me enough, and Caitlin as well, motivating us enough to make this change. And that part of us says that this is a leap, but it's that movie moment where you leap and grab onto something and you make it across, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit. Feels good to talk about it, therapeutic to talk it out, because typically I'm not the person I internalize emotion a lot, and it's good for me to talk about it. So yeah, I'm nervous. I'm scared even. Not because I'm not willing to do everything it takes to support my family and to be a good husband and a good dad, but because it's just gonna be different, and I don't know what different holds. It could be 20 times better. So I choose to just focus on the opportunity, right? That's my short explanation as far as the career change goes. I think that this is gonna be a good change for us though. We got an hour to get this training session in, so I gotta get off my soapbox. What's up, you guys? I just wanted to come on here and kind of elaborate. I'm editing this video now and just watching back the clip before this and thinking that it's a good time to build on that idea that we can call out the things that scare us, the things that challenge us, and in calling those things out, we aren't displaying weakness. I think it's interesting, especially nowadays, there's a big pendulum swing for the mental health sphere for men, where everybody's recognizing it's important for men and all people, but specifically men in this situation, because it wasn't typically normal for men to talk about mental health or to talk about the things that scared them or challenged them. I think that it's important that we name the things that are those hurdles for us in life. And, watching that clip back feels vulnerable, but also freeing in the same sense, because I'm not trying to live in this facade that it's not scary to make a change and to totally uproot the only thing that resembles normalcy, which is the city that we've lived in for our entire lives. Yeah, it feels good to talk about that, and I think that that's something that we should do more often. I don't think that that's a male thing. I think that that is something that we should do, is talk about it, because the only thing that's worse than being afraid of something is pretending that you're not. I think that if you admit that you're afraid of it, that doesn't give that power over you unless you roll over and say, all right, I lost. But if you are motivated enough to make the changes to fight for what you think your life should look like, I'm a firm believer that we have the ability to shape our future based off of the energy that we're putting in. At the end of the day, I think that with this move, it's just waking me up to the idea that what I thought I knew was hard work or a challenge is about to be changed. I think that I'm about to be awoken to the idea that I actually have not been as tired as I can be, or as anxious as I can be. I don't think that those are bad things necessarily. I'm so motivated to make this career change, and I just need to stay focused on the fact that I want this. I cannot get lost on, I want this so bad, and then it happens and I start to get fatigued, lose motivation, and suddenly forget that I wanted it, or pretend like I just wanted to live in the wanting it. And I think that specifically for men, there's something that society impresses on us as the provider role. And don't get me wrong, Caitlin and I don't necessarily believe that one person is the provider or not, but in mine and Caitlin's scenario, we have the traditional approach, and it's important that I protect myself from putting more than what needs to be there on myself. And I am really lucky that I've got Caitlin. If I didn't have the level of support that I do from her, I would be in a position where I am stacking 100 bricks on myself and I was only needing to carry one. I honestly think that I am in a solid position to make this change, both in the move and the career sense, and set myself and my family up for success. Caitlin and I both envision ourselves living on property, on a farm, and homesteading. And to be completely honest with you, in order for me to get there, I just got to put my nose down and grind. I am prepared to do that, and I am just really excited to take you guys along with me. I don't think that I would be able to do this if I didn't have the level of motivation that having a kid and a wife depending on me gives me. I thought that I knew motivation when I was younger in terms of sports. I want to be better. I want to be starting, I want to be first string. I want to break a record. That's one thing, but there's another thing. If you don't know what it feels like, you got another thing coming. And when people say it lights a fire under your butt, they really mean it. It is no joke. And at the end of the day, I am only doing what I think is best for my family, and I hope that comes across in these videos, that I really do care for my family and that I will do absolutely anything that it takes in order to set them up to live the life that Caitlin and myself envision us living. I appreciate you guys coming along here. Sorry for the rambling. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the video, and I will catch you guys later.